somewhere along the line when you was in Wichita, right? At Fort
Yes,
Base in
McConnell
Wichita,
Air Force
Kansas.
Base.
You were there and you used to go off base though, and some kind of bug got up your ass again, and you would go down and you decided you were gonna do stand up.
No, stand up happened from the Air Force. I
Yeah,
got thank
what
God.
they call, what is that? You told me.
Tops and Blue.
Yeah, Tops
Tops
and
and Blue.
Okay.
Tops and Blue.
Tell me about
Man,
that.
I went and saw this show because they travel the world. They've done Super Bowls and stuff. And I saw it. I said, I had epiphany. I mean, that was my epiphany. And I said, that's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. All my friends say, man, you funny, but you ain't that funny. I say, take my picture now. Because I'm only coming this way one time. Everybody was laughing at me, but I started doing plays at the rec center. I would just hang around the rec center, and I want to thank everybody at that rec center that let me do plays. It was just a great time in my life, and they was dancing, and I was doing all that kind of stuff. It was crazy.
And that you were using your regular name. You were using your regular name
Sinbad,
still. Well, when did okay?
I was still Sinbad.
Tell us how you came to decide on this one name, Sinbad. This is me. Because we think of Sinbad, we think of it as genie and shit. So how did you decide that this was going to be your moniker?
Okay, I had a lot of nicknames in college, and in high school, I was Red Chamberlain because I loved Wilt Chamberlain. So I was Red Chamberlain, and my boy was Reggie the Pearl Monroe, and I was Red Chamberlain. And I wrote that on the wall in my bedroom and got one of the worst whoopings ever because I said, Reggie, you write Reggie the Pearl Monroe, I'm gonna put Red Chamberlain. And my mother came, oh, you Red Chamberlain, huh? I said, I ain't write that. Well, nobody can write as bad as me. I got the worst handwriting in the world. So I got the worst whooping for doing that stupidness. But then went to college. I had above my bed in the dorm was a giant Spider-Man poster. I was Spider-Man. My nickname was Spider-Man. But you know how many people were nicknamed Spider-Man? There's a lot of guys. So my one of my best friends in college gave me a nickname that stuck for a while called Dr. Doo-Doo. So I was Dr. Doo-Doo.
Why?
Because when I would go to the bathroom, I was staying there for a half hour. I read magazines and read books. So he said I had a PhD.
Do you still do that? Do you still go to the bathroom?
Yeah. My wife knows. She say good night. When I go to the bathroom, she says good night. Man, I've been there. That's why I do all my studying. I learn everything. If I need to learn a language, if I need to learn some technology, my bathroom is my classroom because it's the only place we get peace of mind.
Peace, right.
Peace of mind. Peace of mind.
Not gonna bother you in there.
No, and then when I was I love Sinbad movies. Remember the old Sinbad movies?
Sure.
Then I found he was real. I had a Persian friend, and he said, "Man, Sinbad was real. He was an adventurer." And I started reading in National Geographic magazine. It was spelled Sindbad. He said, "If you spell it the way, nobody in America will ever spell it right. You'll always have to correct them." So I took the fake spelling Sinbad. But the day I left Opportunities Industrialization Corporation, when I was sitting at that bus stop, I said, "My name is Sinbad." I said, "My former self never existed because you know why? This guy, Sinbad, he rode with kings and queens. He could ride with thieves. He could ride with rogues. He was respected by all. He respected you until you needed disrespect." I said, whenever someone says my name, Sinbad, I know who I am. It's my rebirth. So that's who I was. So I took that name on at 19 years old.
Now let me ask you this, because it's always hard to get people to conform to your name, whether you change your name to a Muslim name, whether you change your name to anything. So you got your partners and they like, man, that's old Atkins down there. He called himself.
Yep.
How long did it take before people really, respected that name and started calling you that name? Was it a process?
Well, you know what? Because in college, people were so used to calling me that. That was my new group of friends, right?
Yeah.
So when I came home, people call me by my old name. I say, hey, man, no one made a change for me. I sat my mother and father down. I said, I know this is going to be hard for you. But if y'all call me Sinbad, nobody else has a reason to say they can't call me that. Because if your mother and father can call you Sinbad and they gave me my other name, how can somebody else say, I can't call you that? I've been knowing you all my life. I said, well, my mom called me that. My dad called me that. So my mom and dad would sit down. And that's what they called me.
That's pretty progressive for a Baptist preacher. to be
Not
able
my
to.
kind of dad. Not my kind of mom. That my dad, mom. I tell you, he wasn't cut from that cloth. He wasn't from that burning hell cloth. He's from the, hey man. My dad was the kind of guy sitting next to you. He'd go in the bar, and everybody would put their drinks away. He goes, He put the drinks right back up. No, no, no. He said, I ain't saying about you drinking.
Okay.
See, my dad would affect you through his life. So my dad would sit down and talk about life. Reverend, I'm gonna go to church. My dad said, you ain't coming. And so that's my dad's slick way of getting you to come when you're ready.
Yeah.
And when you're ready, my dad never, man, the men that protected my dad, the men in my church that was my dad's strength was dudes I'm glad found God. Because if they hadn't found God, I didn't want them to find me in a parking lot. So sometimes you need a Christian with an edge. You know, every church needs a Christian who ain't but this far away from going back to what he was.
That's me.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
that's
the
me.
kind of Christian, and you tell somebody, you about to make me be somebody I ain't been in a long time. And you don't want to see that person. You don't want to be, yeah.
Okay, so now you've rebirthed yourself as Sinbad. Now you've
Yeah.
found what. Now I know what it was about comedy that made me know that this is home. This is
Yeah.
where I
Yeah.
need to be. This is
Yeah.
what I can do. It doesn't take. It's a gift for you to
Yeah.
do it. Like people are like, oh, I'll be a comedian. I'll be a comedian. A lot of people
Yeah.
think they can be a comedian just because they can make somebody in the backyard funny, but laugh. But to be a really great comedian is a gift.
Yeah.
Do you think that?
It is. I
And
think, I do believe it's a gift. I
like
do
you
believe
can
it's a
teach
gift.
somebody to sing, but you can't teach
Yeah.
somebody to sing.
Yeah.
You can teach
Yeah.
somebody to act, but you can't teach them how
Yeah.
to be a great actor. And anybody
Yeah.
could tell a few jokes, but it takes something special to be a great comedian. Now you didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember Star Search Sinbad. I remember you on it, as a matter of fact, because with your Sinbad moniker, for a while you was into your genie thing.
Oh, yes. I had the colors. I had the headbands. I wore the boots, just like my hair is now. I said, when I showed up on my dad, when I came off the road, I'm going to hear the story. When I came off the road and I had got this Jerry curl and I dyed it blonde, I had a ducktail cut shag in the back.
Yes.
Man, I was wearing these bright colors. My dad was working on the car. I pulled up in the house. He hit his head on the hood of the car. He said, boy, just because you want to be a comedian. I said, Dad, this ain't new. I just didn't have the money to do this before. I've been always wanting to be this dude. I said, I want everybody that knew me go like, what? I want everybody that ever knew me go like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.